says Carl.
What in the world is that? I mean, they've never seen anything like it. Hey, it's Jason with Denwerks. Got something pretty cool today. It's a 1954 Triumph TR2 long door. Actually a pretty nice little project. It does run, but it's not running and driving right now. It needs brake work, and it also needs, I don't get any clutch pedal, so all the hydraulics and everything need to be, flushed and rebuilt, and just general stuff you can do when you restore it. But I think if someone did the brakes and got the transmission work, you can just drive it around like this for a while. So we'll just take a little look around. It had been in with a family since 1971 up in Alaska, and the father kept it for a lot of years and eventually gave it to his son, and they always wanted to restore it, but they just never got around to it. It just takes time to do things right. But overall, pretty rust-free car. Underneath you'll see a couple spots. I think there's 2 spots in the floor, but the frame is really nice. I'll put it up on my lift so you can see. Most of the floors are nice, but there was a little bit on the driver's side to speak of, and a little bit on the passenger side, but the most is on the driver's side, on the outer side, so it wasn't too bad in general. It definitely has some filler body work that has been done to it, but if you look inside, the fenders are actually pretty good. When I have it up on my lift, I'm going to show you the inner tubs, the inner side of the fenders, and they actually look pretty good. Just whoever did the body work just really didn't know what they were doing. So small mouth, that's the way these were at that time, and I always thought this was just a killer car. So I'm excited to have it here, and I was able to get it started and stuff. So we'll just walk around it real fast. You can see some of the filler, but overall the car is pretty solid, and you can feel back here. This is all metal. This fender actually feels pretty good. You can see a little dent. Part of the video thing too is it's hard when there's primer and stuff on it, but you can see some sand scratches and general things. Original hood, window frame actually looks pretty good, but there's a little bit of pitting in general. I do have the windows, window frames, tonneau cover. It does have the bows up underneath there as well. If you look at the dash, it's all there in general. The tack does work. Actually right now I'll just start it real quick for you. Maybe. Yeah, you can see the tack move. I'm not hitting the throttle, but you can see the tack is working. And then also the oil pressure is at 50 right now. If I could reach under there, I'd hit the gas pedal, but it does run. You can see this popped off, but it's good. Oil pressure is what I'm impressed with, and the tachometer is working. So I'll have to pop that open here in a minute. I'll have someone do it for me. We'll walk around, look at the doors. Long door, when they call this a long door, it's the rocker's not exposed. So this is a long, they call that a long door because it is part of the look of the car. So little filler right here. This fender has definitely had some issues, but again, it's not real thick a Bondo, but there is some there. They just didn't know how to sand it off. You can see kind of a dent right there as well. Definitely filler. The nice thing is you can take these fenders off, on the quarter panel, so you can do the work to them in general. I won't take this off right now, but we'll take pictures of that for you. There's a couple little dents where it might have backed into something underneath there, which you'll see on the photos. Rest of the tail looks pretty good. Again, a little bit of filler. Some Bondo for sure right here in the quarter. But again, like I said, I had it underneath. And I show a lot of pictures in general. So, look at the bottom of this rocker, the bottom of the door. In general, definitely see a little bit of filler down here. But overall, in pretty good shape. Let's go ahead and open these doors, keeping on that side. Let me just pull this little lever forward. I've got the horn button, but there's not. There must be another bracket that holds it on there, so I just had it holding there. But if you look inside the jams, it looks good. They've got the carpet glued down. You'll see a little bit of rust right here, but this is where the floor issue is over there, and you can see it better underneath. But look at the rocker, it looks really nice in general. See if you can open the glove box. I don't know if there's anything in there. If there's a big stack of cash, it's actually a screwdriver over there if you want to use it. Look inside the doors. They actually look in really good shape. I have door panels for them, but I didn't want to put them on there. I wanted you to see inside the doors in general. See if you can push it. I think it might just be locked. I don't think we're going to get it open. You can see this door also looks good in general. We'll go ahead and open the trunk here real fast for you. Again, the rocker's in good shape as well. It's been a long time since I've sold a project. You know, I guess all the cars are pretty much projects. There's always a little bit of work to do, but this one here, there we go. I'll go over here with this one. I don't have the little tool. It's nothing special. Yeah, I didn't get it. Just a little clip. There we go. You can see inside the trunk area, inside the wheel wells. This is actually another floor here that goes underneath here where the spare tire goes. But you can see a little coating of fiberglass back here. But the nice thing is, you can, if you look at the butt end of the car, it hasn't been hit. It actually looks really good, and that's what's really important to me. In general, you look at the channels, they all look in pretty good shape overall. So basically the car just needs to be stripped down and brought back, which would be nice. Actually, I said I wasn't going to do it, but let's go ahead and pop this off. I just thought it was going to be too hard to do it. There we go. If you look inside the spare tire area here, again, it looks good. Hopefully you can see that on the camera. Looks like there was just a couple little pinholes in that floor. Actually, I can see a little crack right here on the floor, just right there. It actually wasn't rusty. It was just a little crack right there. So you can see here it probably got butted in just a little bit in general, but the rest of that looks pretty nice. You can see a little bit of rust right there. So anyways, hopefully that helps you, as I almost fell down. Helps you get a better look of the car in general. Original wheels, hubcaps. So we'll go ahead and put it on my lift and let you see some more stuff. Look underneath the hood, and we'll go from there. Hey, here we are underneath the hood. You know, you can see there I've got a little gas can. We're not running through the tank or anything like that, so we bypassed it. So there's just a little gas in there. So I'll start it here in a minute, but I just wanted to show you underneath the hood in general. You can see the engine number there. You can see it in the auction as well. Actually, motor runs pretty good. It's running a little rough today, but it actually runs pretty good. No crazy noises or anything like that. We don't have chokes adjusted or anything like that, but the purpose is just so you can hear it run, hear it turn over and stuff. Here's your chokes. here, but when you pull the lever inside right here, it is only pulling one of them. The other one's not hooked up, so you can see it right there. So it's going to run a little funky because of that. In general, you can see the car number there, TS3110 and L at the end. Body tags there, but if you look inside the aprons here, looks really good overall. Not any accident damage or anything like that. Fairly clean in general. So I'm going to go ahead and start it here. I'm going to go ahead and hit the key over. You can actually start it with the push button here if you want, and you can do it here too. So the way she blows, it's a little loud because there's no muffler on it. You can see there it runs. It's probably a general tune-up and stuff. We've got different wires and everything on it, but it is running. Just wanted to make you aware of that in general. But we don't have any brakes and we don't have any clutch, because that stuff will need to be rebuilt. Everything flushed and everything out of the hydraulic system. So anyways, that gives you an idea of it running in general. So I'm happy about that for sure. And it doesn't blow smoke here. So again, no muffler, backfire in there, but no smoke. I think the motor's in pretty good shape. So we'll take a look at some more stuff. Hey, we're going to take a quick peek underneath the TR2. It's actually really solid overall. So I'll just walk you through it, and we'll just go through the from the front to the back. It does have a few little rust areas, but it's actually in really good shape for one of these cars, especially a Triumph. Frame looks really good. I don't see any issues. It's kind of hard to tell in the photos, but this is actually a really solid car overall. You know, you can pretty much poke anywhere on the frame, and it's really good. I don't see any signs or problems or anything like that, and I also don't see any accidents of any sort. Obviously the fenders and stuff, like I had said, have some filler, but I'll try to show you in the video back behind them overall. You can see the body mounts look good. I'll try to put my camera here with the flashlight. See, the body mounts all look good. You can see that original green underneath here. Up here you can look up underneath the fenders. Hopefully you can see a little bit as I look through there. If you look up through the cowl, it actually looks in good shape, and you can see all the green. You can see some floor rust right here on the outside corner. So there is some weak spots here for sure. You can see a little rust hole right there on the end. But the rest of the rocker looks really good. Look at the bottom of the door. It actually looks in pretty good shape. See the inner apron up there. Looks in good condition as well. You know, obviously the thing's been sitting for 30-something years, so it's got some drippage and stuff. And you saw it running earlier, but you know what we're looking mostly at here. I mean, this car's going to be restored. I think if someone did the brakes and did the slave cylinder and stuff like that, and you can actually drive it around. But what we're looking at here is this is a good restorable project for somebody on a pretty rare little car. You can see the outer floor here looks real good, and the inner rocker very, very good overall. So take a look at the floor on this side. There is one little weak spot right here. Rest of the floor, actually a little spot right there too. Rest of the floor looks good though. If you look back through here, the frame and everything looks good. You can see here where these screws, bolts went to put the fender on. But again, take a look at the frame. You can see this is dented up just a little bit right there. Go and look at the rocker back here. You know, the frame mounts and everything, spring mounts, everything looks good. You can see the rear tub, very solid. Yeah, pretty amazing. Overall, there is a little spot of rust I just saw. You can see right up there, right here where my finger is, right there in the front of the trunk there. Hopefully you can see that with the camera. There we go. Little spot of rust there. That's not too big a deal. You can see where that's right in front of where the spare tire area goes. We'll look up inside the fender here. And you know, it looks real solid. And that looks like the original fenders on it and everything. You can see a little dent in right here. And hopefully you can as I put the phone in my mouth, hopefully you can see it right here. It was dented in just a little bit right there. You can see that. Let me look on this side. You know, this side's real straight up in there. So drop off looks good. Yeah, so hopefully that helps you a little bit of the condition of the car. Just gonna look inside that fender another time. And I don't think I showed you the fender on this side. There we go, up where it connects. Again, it looks real solid. Up there underneath the cowl. Looks in good shape too. So anyways, hopefully that helps you. If you got questions, give me a jingle. This is a no reserve auction. Sorry I took a little bit more time underneath there, but I did want you to see everything that I see there. So super solid car, no reserve. If you got questions, ask, give me a jingle, and I'd love to help out. Adios.